Christians are renowned for being legalistic and, unfortunately, hypocritical, self-appointed law enforcers that don't keep to their own rules. 10 lords are leaping. It's a symbol for the 10 commandments, the 10 rules that God gave to his people, which many of our modern day laws in society stem from, even to this day. And unfortunately also from which many legalistic, joy-sapping attitudes also stem from. But as we listen to Zach reading this passage, I want us to listen with a different thought in mind. The last line of this passage reads, "Oh, that their hearts would be inclined to fear me and keep all my commands always, so that it might go well with them and their children forever." Listen to this passage with an understanding of God's purpose in giving us these rules, that it may go well with us and our children forever. As we listen, pause if you feel called to confess where you've fallen short and need God's forgiveness, and give thanks that we can come to him, talk to him, and that his forgiveness is possible, because, as Anne Voskamp writes, God gives the commandments to us, and God gives God to keep the commandments for us. God gives us the commitments of love at the top of Sinai, and he staggeringly keeps our commitment to love at the top of Calvary. Who needs more than being loved to death? Listen to this passage through the lens of God's love for us.
Moses summoned all Israel and said, "Hear, Israel, the decrees and laws I declare in your hearing today. Learn them and be sure to follow them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us at Horeb. It was not with our ancestors that the Lord made this covenant, but with us, with all of us who are alive here today. The Lord spoke to you face to face out of the fire on the mountain. At that time I stood between the Lord and you to declare to you the word of the Lord, because you were afraid of the fire and did not go up the mountain." And he said, "I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the 3rd and 4th generation of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. The Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy, as the Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labour and do all your work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you, nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your ox, your donkey, or any of your animals, nor any foreigner residing in your towns, so that your male and female servants may rest, as you do. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out of there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, the Lord your God has commanded you to observe the Sabbath day. Honour your father and your mother, as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long and that it may go well with you in the land the Lord your God is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbour. You shall not covet your neighbour's wife. You shall not set your desire on your neighbour's house or land, his male or female servant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbour. These are the commandments the Lord proclaimed in a loud voice to your whole assembly there on the mountain, from out of the fire, the cloud, and the deep darkness. And he added nothing more. Then he wrote them on 2 stone tablets and gave them to me. When you heard the voice out of the darkness, while the mountain was ablaze with fire, all the leaders of your tribes and your elders came to me, and you said, "Today we have seen that a person can live, even if God speaks with them, and we have heard his voice from the fire. But now, why should we die? This great fire will consume us, and we will die if we hear the voice of the Lord our God any longer. For what mortal has ever heard the voice of the living God speaking out of fire, as we have, and survived? Go near and listen to all that the Lord our God says. Then tell us whatever the Lord our God tells you. We will listen and obey. The Lord heard you when you spoke to me, and the Lord said to me, I have heard what this people said to you. Everything they said was good. Oh, that their hearts would be inclined to fear me and keep all my commands always, so that it might go well with them and their children forever.
Anne Voskamp writes, the 10 Commandments are more than God saying, here is my law for you. They are God saying, here is my love for you. Here, I take you to be mine, to be my treasured possession. Have no other gods, no other lovers that woo you, that take your attention or affection, but me. Here, I give you my name, my very name, to make you mine. Do not use it in vain. Here, I long to spend time with you, holy time for you and me. Set apart the Sabbath day as holy time for you and me. Here, I love you, bride. Be united, not coveting or lying or stealing or murdering or cheating one another, but honouring and loving and living out of love. How might today be different if we choose to submit to these love commandments?